Welcome back to Royal's Show. Today we are exploring one of the most heated debates in the monarchy right now, crown duels. As Prince Harry returns to the UK, is there really a place for the Sussexes in the royal family's future? So make sure to subscribe to the channel for more royal updates, insights, and discussions. Prince Harry, the Duke of Sussex, is returning to the UK next week. This will be his first visit since losing his legal battle for taxpayer-funded security, a matter that has weighed heavily on him and his family since stepping back from royal duties in 2020. But this isn't just another quick visit. Behind the scenes, discussions are reportedly underway between his team and King Charles's aides. Many royal insiders see this as a potential turning point, a chance for father and son to finally meet face-to-face for the first time in nearly 2 years. For Harry, this trip represents more than just a legal or ceremonial obligation. It is being framed as a potential step toward reconciliation. To understand the significance of this visit, we need to step back to the events of early 2020 when Harry and Meghan shocked the world by announcing their decision to leave royal life behind in what became famously known as Megxit. They cited personal struggles, the relentless pressure of the British tabloids, and what they felt was a lack of support from the institution. The couple relocated to California, built a new life, signed major deals with Netflix and Spotify, and attempted to carve out their independent brand. But while their life abroad has been financially successful, their relationship with the royal family has remained deeply fractured. Over the years, Harry released his memoir Spare, a book filled with explosive claims about his family, including his father King Charles and his brother Prince William. Harry and Meghan's high-profile interviews, most famously with Oprah Winfrey, also poured fuel on the fire, raising issues of racism, neglect, and family conflict. Each public appearance seemed to widen the gap between the Sussexes and the monarchy. So now, 5 years later, the question is whether bridges can be rebuilt or if too much has been said. Recently, reports emerged of a so-called peace summit. This wasn't a sit-down with the king himself, but rather a meeting between Harry's chief communications officer and King Charles's press secretary. Royal experts see this as a sign that both sides may be testing the waters. But what does it mean in practical terms? Could this be a slow pathway back into the fold? Or is it just a temporary truce to ease public relations tensions? Royal commentators are deeply divided. On Crown Duels, Victoria Arbiter insisted that the monarchy does not need Harry and Meghan back. She believes the royal family has proven it can function and even thrive without the Sussexes. She points to the success of recent tours by William and Kate, the strong public support for King Charles's streamlined vision of the monarchy, and the fact that the royal brand has endured multiple crises without their involvement. But not everyone agrees. Royal reporter Natalie Oliveri argues that Harry's return could actually strengthen the monarchy. According to Oliveri, Harry remains incredibly popular with many members of the public, particularly younger audiences and people outside the UK. His charisma, military background, and global charity work still hold weight. However, Oliveri drew a sharp line when it came to Meghan. She suggested that while Harry could bring benefits, Meghan never really found her footing as a duchess. In her words, she wasn't very good at it. That sparked immediate pushback from Arbiter, who warned that was dangerous territory. Still, the debate highlights an uncomfortable truth. Even if Harry is welcomed back in some capacity, Meghan's role remains far more controversial. Meghan Markle has always been a polarizing figure within the monarchy. Her supporters see her as a breath of fresh air, a modern woman who challenged outdated traditions and brought diversity into the royal family. They highlight her advocacy for women's rights, mental health, and social causes as proof that she could have been a transformative royal. But her critics argue she never fully accepted the responsibilities of royal life, clashed repeatedly with palace staff, and often overshadowed the family's collective work. Now, 5 years later, Meghan has built a career as a media personality and advocate. But would she even want to return to royal life? Or has that ship sailed completely? For King Charles, this situation is both personal and political. On one hand, it is about repairing a fractured relationship with his younger son, which would matter to him on a human level. On the other hand, it is about protecting the monarchy's image and ensuring the institution remains strong for the future. Charles has spent years streamlining the royal family, focusing attention on himself, Queen Camilla, Prince William, and Princess Kate as the central figures. Bringing Harry and Meghan back in any capacity could complicate that carefully managed balance, especially given the history of tensions with William and Kate. Public opinion is split. Polls suggest that some in the UK believe Harry should be welcomed back, emphasizing forgiveness and family unity. Others argue that after years of criticism, accusations, and deeply personal revelations, it is too late for reconciliation. Many feel the damage is irreparable. Outside the UK, however, Harry and Meghan remain popular, particularly in the United States, where they are often seen as victims of a rigid institution. That popularity could be an asset if the monarchy hopes to maintain a strong global presence in the modern era. As Harry prepares to step back onto British soil, the stakes feel higher than ever. Will this visit mark the beginning of a slow reconciliation? Or will it simply underline how deep the divisions remain? One thing is certain. The royal family's story has always been shaped by moments of conflict, reconciliation, and public scrutiny. This latest chapter is no different, and the world will be watching closely. So, what do you think? Should Prince Harry and Meghan be given a place in the royal family's future? Or has too much damage already been done? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more updates right here on Royal Show.